The electrical engineering, I guess I was always into electronics as a child. I was always one who, when I got toys, I took them apart, found out how they worked, and put them back together. I used to play with motors all the time, and obviously Legos and stuff, and Kinects and all that. But yeah,
he was probably my most highlighted person that really drove me to being the structural person I am. So it takes usually one of those teachers to really spark you and understand and kind of make the light bulbs go off.
Really a sixth grade teacher, Mrs. Ramey, who was very, very talented and good, and for some of the technical classes, she was very good at the math and the sciences, and as well as getting all of the kids to work hard.
My cousin was visiting from Arizona, and she was studying architecture. So I was looking at her portfolio, and I thought it was really cool, and it was something that interested me. So I was like, well, I could figure out if what she designs would actually work.
My father was an architect, and just driving around town, the town that we grew up in, it was cool to see these buildings that he had helped design and construct. And so I thought I wanted to do something like that where I can actually see something concrete, the results of the work that I do.
My uncle was a civil engineer, so he had a big influence in that decision, and I just looked into it and something I was interested in, and I just stuck with it.
I would say don't be scared. It's okay to be a little geeky and dorky and like to hang out with the boys and do technical stuff and experiment. Don't be scared to do it.
My grandfather wanted to be an engineer. I didn't know this until I was already in engineering school. And this was in the 1920s, and Jewish boys didn't do that. That wasn't a career path that was open to him. And I could see, even as an adult, that he had this great interest in science and love of experiments and wanting to see how the world works. And he couldn't do that professionally. And I think it really was hard for him to not be able to do that. He found a career he enjoyed, but not with the same passion that he had for the other things he could have done. And so when I was little and I was interested in engineering and science, and he kept pushing and encouraging, and if that's what I wanted to do, he was 100% behind me, and having someone who was there to support me 100% made a huge difference. So I think if you're a 12-year-old girl now and you're considering a career in science or engineering, find someone who support you and keep that support with you all the way through. It makes a huge difference.
Rock stars, actors, you're constantly watching this in the media. So the students are more attracted to those careers. Whereas engineering you don't see as much in your everyday life. You are considered very cool if you are in those fields, but you do create things if you have more interest in math and science, but it just takes a little bit of time.
Well, I think engineering is one of those part of the foundations of our society. And as engineering advances, we tend to advance and we try to better ourselves. So in order to have good engineers and people with common sense, we tend to better ourselves as a whole.
Engineering is a very broad field, and it can offer a lot of opportunities for people that are entering the career field. It can take you down a path that you'll end up in a location that's still part of engineering, but your expertise may be very well refined at that point.
We are pushing to have a number of our staff available, one-on-one mentors, to be able to talk to kids and try to help them understand maybe areas that they can work towards and find areas within engineering that suits their needs and their desires. Because that's the important part. If you can make it fits to their strengths, it will be fun for them in the end.